Have you ever heard of a golem? It's a term that might sound mysterious or even magical. It's a fascinating creature from Jewish folklore, deeply rooted in ancient traditions and stories passed down through generations. Imagine a being made of clay, brought to life to protect people. That's a golem. These beings are often depicted with glowing eyes, symbolizing their mystical nature. Golems are strong and silent like protectors. They stand guard, unwavering and steadfast, ready to defend those who created them. They follow instructions, but sometimes they can be unpredictable. Their loyalty is unquestionable, but their actions can be difficult to control. The word golem comes from the Hebrew word for shapeless mass. This term perfectly captures their initial form before they are given life. It's fitting because golems start as lifeless clay. They are molded and shaped by their creators, awaiting the spark of life. But with rituals and Hebrew words, they gain life and purpose. These rituals are often elaborate, involving sacred texts and incantations. They are fascinating creatures of myth and legend, embodying the intersection of magic, faith, and the human desire for protection. The idea of a golem is ancient. It goes back centuries in Jewish tradition. Some scholars believe the idea of the golem even appears in the Bible. Psalm 139 verse 16 describes God fashioning humans in the womb, hinting at the creation of life from inanimate material. Over time, the golem became a popular figure in Jewish folklore. Stories about golems often arose during times of persecution. People imagined a powerful protector who could defend them from danger. One of the most famous golem stories comes from 16th century Prague, a city rich with history and mystique. The story goes that Rabbi Judah Loew ben Bezalel, a revered scholar and mystic, created a golem to protect the Jewish community from anti-Semitic attacks that were rampant during that era. This golem, made from clay and brought to life through mystical rituals, was incredibly strong and loyal, serving as a powerful guardian for the community. It followed Rabbi Loew's every command without question, acting as an obedient servant to its creator. However, the golem's immense power soon became a double-edged sword. Its strength, initially a blessing, started to pose a significant problem. As time went on, it grew increasingly difficult for Rabbi Loew to control the golem. The creature's overwhelming power began to spiral out of control, causing chaos and fear. Eventually, realizing the potential for disaster, Rabbi Loew had to make the difficult decision to deactivate his creation. He performed a solemn ritual to return the golem to lifeless clay, preventing it from causing further harm. The legend of the Golem of Prague serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the unforeseen consequences that can arise from even the best intentions. It reminds us that despite our noble goals, things can go wrong, and we must always be mindful of the potential repercussions of our actions. Section 4. The Golem in popular culture. The Golem's story continues to fascinate people today. It has appeared in countless books, movies, and even video games. Modern interpretations often explore the golem as a metaphor for technology, artificial intelligence, and the ethics of creation. From classic literature like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein to contemporary fantasy novels, the golem continues to capture our imaginations. It raises profound questions about what it means to be human and the responsibilities we have as creators. Section 5. Could golems exist today? The idea of bringing inanimate objects to life has always captivated humanity. From ancient myths to modern science fiction, the concept of creating life from lifeless materials has been a recurring theme. While we haven't cracked the code of animating clay with magic, we are making strides in fields like robotics and artificial intelligence. These advancements are pushing the boundaries of what we once thought possible. Some might argue that these technologies are our modern-day attempts at creating golems. Robots and AI systems are becoming increasingly sophisticated, capable of performing tasks that were once the domain of humans alone. Of course, the ethical considerations are immense. As we develop these technologies, we must ask ourselves important questions about the implications of creating lifelike machines. Just like the legends of old warned us, we must be careful about what we create. The stories of golems often come with a moral lesson about the dangers of playing God. The power to give life should be approached with caution and responsibility. As we stand on the brink of potentially creating our own golems, we must ensure that we do so with wisdom and foresight, always considering the broader impact on society and the world. Section 6. Conclusion: the enduring allure of the golem. The golem, a creature of clay and legend, continues to fascinate us centuries after its first appearance in Jewish folklore. It's a story about the power of creation, the dangers of unchecked might, and the enduring human desire to understand the mysteries of life itself. Whether a myth or a metaphor, the golem reminds us to approach the unknown with curiosity and caution.